episode, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can overcome your self-doubt when it comes to selling. This episode is so needed because I know that majority of you ladies out there, and even men, go through this when trying to sell all the time. I know because I do too. Let's get into it. Hey guys, it's Elise here from House of Brazen, where I help boss babes sell more of their digital products online. And today we're talking about self-doubt when it comes to actually selling our products, the things that we've created. I can already feel it now. It's just like the dread, like, oh my God, I actually have to sell this thing that I have made. Now the reason I wanted to make this episode is because I believe that, I know everyone goes through this when it comes to actually selling their products. I have seen it time and time again, but I noticed it a lot in my membership group, Brazen Bosses. The first challenge we did was a manifesting challenge, which was around manifesting money. It was great. Everyone participated. They did the exercises each day. It was awesome. No problems at all. The second month, when it came to the selling challenge, it was just like radio silence. No one did the challenge at the time that we were doing it. And the thing is, this would have maybe stressed me out if I was like in the beginning stages of my business, but I knew that was a mindset issue, right? Because everyone was coming with their excuses. Oh, well, I'm building my list, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, or I've got this on it. All I saw was excuses, right? I found it very, very, very fascinating that the second it came to actually selling something, people just backed out. Which kind of tells me why a very few percent only make it in this industry, is because most people let their excuses, their limitations in their head hold them back. I've also had so many friends of mine who are wanting to launch their products, or launch them but sort of don't launch them because they're still afraid of selling, just completely sabotage themselves when it comes to selling their product. Now, the unfortunate thing is that in order to run a business, an actual business, you need to sell things. And because I specialize in selling digital products, you have to sell your things. So that presents a problem. How do you get to the point of being okay selling your stuff and not doubting yourself? Well, I have a bit of a wake-up call for you. It never goes away. That doubt, that fear, doesn't go away. Even now, 3 years into my business, every time I go to hit that send button or publish button to sell what I want to sell, there's that fear that's like, what if people don't like it? What if no one buys it? What if people think it's shit? Every time. Every time. It doesn't go away. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could tell you it does, but it doesn't. It never goes away. The only difference I've found between me and those people who don't hit the send button, don't hit the publish button, is that I see my fear, but I separate it from myself. And I still hit the send button. I know that I have fear. I know that I have my personal issues when it comes to selling something that I've created. But that fear does not run my business. It doesn't. No matter what, no matter how fearful I feel, I'm still gonna hit that send button. And that's the point that we've got to get you to, right? So here are my 3 tips on how you can get there and stop feeling doubtful about what you're selling. Number 1, you need to tell yourself a new empowering story. So if you're thinking, oh my God, no one is gonna buy this, people are gonna think it's shit, I'm gonna get refund requests up the wazoo, that's so disempowering. Like you've killed it before it's even started, right? It's a disempowering story you're telling yourself. So what you need to do now is change it. You need to turn it into an empowering story. You need to start telling yourself, yes, people do need this. They need this information. They need this template. They need this design. They need it because they've asked for it, because I know this. They need to hear it from me, with my accent, with my skin color, with my experience, with my insight. They need to hear it from me. You need to start telling yourself this and start believing it. Now, if it comes down to a self-worth issue, you need to start saying, I am enough. What I have to say is relevant. What I have to say is important. What I have to teach or give is important, is valuable, is worth paying for. You need to start telling yourself these things. So what I recommend you to do is write down the negative thoughts that you're having about selling, like, oh my God, it's shit. No one is gonna buy it. I'm gonna get refund requests, whatever it is, and then flip it. Change the story. Number 2, you gotta push yourself out of your comfort zone, right? So, yep, keep telling yourself your new empowering story, but you're still gonna hit the send button. You're still gonna hit the publish button. You're still gonna write that sales email. You're still gonna write that sales email or sales page, and you're gonna publish it. You're still gonna do those things. And you're still gonna feel the fear. And you're still gonna tell yourself the new story, but you're gonna hit the button anyway. No procrastinating, no putting it off. Send it, publish it, say it. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. You have to. I mean, you're starting a business. You're already out of your comfort zone. What's it gonna matter if you hit the send button, right? And number 3, which I think is really, really, really friggin' important, is be realistic. Please. If you don't have an email list, or you only have 100 people on your email list, or you're just using social media, be realistic about how much you're gonna sell. Because I find that a lot of the fear is so irrational. It's like, I'm not gonna sell 20,000 copies on my first day, so what's the point of creating it? Who the fuck would sell 20,000 copies of their ebook on the first day? Like, without a huge marketing budget and marketing team, right? Please be realistic. The industry average of selling to an email list and them converting into sales is 1 to 3%. 3% is very high, very, very high. 1% is the average. But you've got to take into account, if you even have an email list, how many people are on that email list, and if they're engaged, meaning if you have a relationship with them, if you send them content every week, if you engage with them. It depends on those things as well. So that's the 3rd thing. Be realistic. Know what your numbers are. How many people do you have on your list or on social media? Are they engaged? Know your industry and who you're selling to as well. Be realistic. Okay? Because that way, if you are realistic, then you're not disappointed when you don't make 20,000 sales on your first day. Okay? All right, my lovely. That is it for me today. I hope this episode has helped you. This one was quite important to me to do. The 3 things I recommend you to do to overcome your self-doubt is tell yourself an empowering story. Start replacing that negative talk, please. 2, push yourself out of your comfort zone. Hit that send button, publish that page or that post now. And 3, please be realistic. Please don't set yourself up for failure because your expectations are too high. Okay, that's it for me today. Now I'd love to hear from you. When it comes to actually selling your products, your digital products, do you have self-doubt? Is there a little voice that goes, oh my God, what if no one buys it? And if so, what do you do to flip the switch to change the story? Let me know in the comments below. I would love it if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in the next episode.